Greetings, everyone. This is me again, Zara Bazak. So, uh, I've been coming here, like trying to help the Muslims leave Islam, those who care to see, as I have, uh, that the one I believed in as a true prophet of high exalted character became a monster. As I did my research thoroughly, where in the Quran ayats, um, they needed to, it needed research. And I thought that I cannot rely on even the Shia research on this. So as I looked at Surah Tahrim ayat 1 and 2, defending the Prophet as the Shias did, Surah Azab ayats and all this. So just a minute, please. I forgot to um, connect my mic. So just a minute, please. I'll just pause myself for a little while. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm back. So yeah, it's connected now, the mic. I hope you can hear me clearly. Okay, I've got this thread by a Pakistani. I checked his channel on YouTube, and he's put a comment on my live stream, one of my live streams. So going there to show you the screenshots I've taken, and I have reported this person's threat to me. So he says, just reveal your location and then watch at YouTuber CM5IX 1 day ago. And he's a Pakistani because he's got a Pakistani flag on his YouTube channel cover, I think, and the picture. So I guess that he's a Pakistani. Now these are cowards. ऐसे जाहिल के जाहिल रह गए हैं और ऐसे जाहिल निकले हैं इस रिलीजन से. एक तो मेरे लिए इतना हार्ड है था बिगिनिंग में, मेरी तबीयत ठीक नहीं थी और अभी भी नहीं रहती है. मेरा भी प्रॉफिट था, मुझे स्टोन हार्ट करना पड़ा टू लुक एट अगेंस्ट इमाम हुसैन से थिंग्स एंड ऑल दिस. ये देखिए क्या जाहलत है. एक औरत के पीछे कह रहा है कि जस्ट रिवील योर लोकेशन देन वॉच. यानी ये हद, ये रिवील माई लोकेशन, तुम आओ इधर. अगर मैं रिवील करूँगी तो तुम्हें पुलिस लेके जाएगी. राइट. जस्ट रिवील योर लोकेशन. बेचारे जो पाकिस्तान में रह रहे हैं और जो सच्ची ट्रूली दे एकेडमिक वर्क हमने किया है. ऊपर से हम लोग, मैं कोई क्रिश्चियन नहीं थी. आई वॉज अ शिया मुस्लिम. इमोशनली भी था. कितना इन्वेस्ट किया है हमने इस रिलीजन में, हमारे टीयर्स, सब कुछ. स्टे सेफ, डोंट गिव योर लोकेशन माय फ्रेंड. थैंक यू पीटर टू apologetics for coming here. Thank you so much. Do you think I should be scared? I've reported his, now it's removed because I reported his comment on this video of mine. Let me see. Okay, he's the one. Look, he's got a Pakistani flag, it seems, right? This looks like a Pakistani flag to me. TDM number 1. And then I went, so this is, sorry, no copyright infringement intended on this live stream of mine. They can't handle it when you show Islamic sources. Yes, and what a cowardiceness. What cowardiceness. I mean, they can't talk to you. And this other person who's given me a comment here, so I had to go and check the comment. Where is it? He said, oh, you lie. Now, you can, first of all, he said, why can't, come to my discourse, server. We will have a civilized as if I don't have a civilized conversation discussion. We will have a civilized discussion there. Oh, so I forgot. Oh, where did I? His. Yes, you can kill, and I'm not afraid because you are asked to kill. Surah 33, ayat 60 to 61. Why should I reveal my location to a mad terrorist like you? So this comment then was, it's Muhammad's friend that exposed Muhammad, not you. Muhammad's friends. Which one? Yeah, I mean in the Sunni hadiths and all this, and even Ummul Mumineen, they have exposed Prophet Muhammad. It's from their own hadiths. You're right. If you mean that Prophet Muhammad's friends have revealed and exposed Prophet Muhammad, he stole something and from the war booty, spoils of war and all that. Aisha exposed Muhammad big time. Yes, that's yeah, the Sunni hadiths. Definitely, you're right. Yeah, you're right about that, Peter, too. Thanks so much. So this another guy who had come yesterday, if you remember, if you were here, Peter to Apologetics on the live stream, telling me to join him. Now you see, my thing is different. I show here, and I've looked at all the Quran ayahs, and I show slowly. So I don't do debates. I don't know why he called me to his channel. They keep calling me to their channel. I wonder why they do that, and they want to distract me in many ways. And I'm not well for that also, but if I say this, you know how these jerks, they just arrogant and very, very cruel people, calling me liar and all this, and telling me that I'm judging him. Again, these type of people, I mean, it's so sad. It's so tragic. We're doing academic work, and it hurt me too, revealing Prophet Muhammad, right? Not only him, but Hussein, and thereafter the Imams, and this evil progeny of this person. Yes, why don't they see that? Peter to Apologetics, back to your comments here. Go to their channels, they will insult you, then block you. That's why they're doing this kind of a thing. Yeah, and they talk over you and they don't let you talk, and you have to. Yeah, I've seen that when I went to the ex-Hindu channel, and he invited uh, Muslims to come there, Muslim men, one after another. Yeah, they don't let you talk. So why can't they see the Surah Tahrim? The wives were annoying him, and Allah forgave them. And why can't they see their own hadiths where the Prophet's own friends, Sahabas, have exposed him? Big time, big time. You're right about that, Peter to Apologetics. And so I'm doing this academic work, and of course, I'm going to call a spade a spade. I'm going to call a tyrant a tyrant. I'm going to call a rapist a rapist. Peter to Apologetics says, I'm blocked from all the Dawah channels because I know Islam better than them. Yeah, yes, and you have to be really quick to give them and remember all the Quran ayats. So you must be good in that. I'm not good in that. So it wouldn't be fair to me to invite me to your channel or your Discord server. I'm doing this by piecemeal, slowly, and I've said that I'm not well. Please don't provoke me. Please cooperate, and all this. Otherwise, there's certain things when the person is saying I'm not well, and I really am sincere. I don't want your sympathies, but just an understanding heart. I question that they can't answer. I ask them questions and they can't answer. Yeah, and they won't answer. What they do in a very cunning manner is take you away from or distract you in such a manner, in a cunning manner. But they then they block you or you go away because I don't want to talk to wild animals, worse than animals, who I mean, I don't want to waste my energy. Already, my energy, I have chronic fatigue and things like that. Oh, so sorry, whose tafsir is this? So this guy who came on my channel and has commented, and he told me you didn't check the tafsir I gave you on Surah uh, 33, ayat 60 to 61. You have lied. Here he said you've given false information. Now you see, this is, see how they say things. I never answer them from the Bible. I answer them from their stupid books. They can't handle it. And giving the death, giving threats. Now, sorry, whose tafsir is this? You haven't put the name of the person who has given the tafsir on this. Like I say, on my live streams, I look at the Quran ayahs, and I've looked at the Quran ayahs first, engaged from other Quran ayahs. What are the possibilities of killing the hypocrites? Whose and those in whose hearts is a disease and rumormongers, to attack them suddenly when they are not in battle against the Muslims. Also read the tafsirs on Surah Tawbah ayat 9, uh, ayat 5, Surah 9 ayat 5. The killing of those who don't embrace Islam, even when they have done no harm to the Muslims or stopped harming you, which goes against another Quran ayah that you should not fight them if they have stopped harming you. Now you see how I can't remember the number and the surah number of that Quran ayat to give here. Your tafsirs have lies. I've seen that they don't, like they somewhere they just have these contradictions, right? Your tafsirs have lies contradicting other Quran ayahs, and Quran ayahs are not in detail about such serious assault and mass killing, which is in Surah, given in Surah Azab, ayat 60 to 61, especially 61. Then Surah Hashr, ayat 2 shows that Allah didn't punish them according to the crimes, but it was way out of proportion and against Quran ayat Surah 16, ayat 1 to 6. Ayam says, good morning, are ready to defend your position? No, I don't defend my position. A very good morning to you. What position? The Quran is full of such contradictions. I'm ready to defend the truth, not my position. Surah Tawbah 29, fight those who don't believe in Allah. Muslims say it. It says, fight those who fight you. The verse doesn't say that, does not say that. Right, Peter to apologetics, you're very right about that. But they go on and they will not give up. They have the stamina to lie. They can't see this. At least have the integrity. They're just wildly going. You're lying, you're lying. No, it doesn't say fight those, because there in that ayat it says, if they stop fighting you. But then the polytheists must have stopped fighting you. The Confederates stopped fighting you. What did the Bedouins in Surah Fat do that you told them they will? Oh, just because they thought evil thoughts. But that's not even, you should have gone back to Makkah now that Abu Sufyan has given you the keys of the Kaaba. Go back to your house in Makkah. Go back to your houses in Makkah. And I don't see that they would have thought such evil thoughts. Don't Because this person was giving them problems, as he was, the polytheists too. Zahra, your volume is very low, my dear friend. It is? Okay, I didn't know that. Yeah, I'm on another phone, so. Oh, yes. So I'm using another phone device, and the volume is not so good. I'm sorry about that, Peter to Apologetics. Last time, I think, no, last time I came on the better volume. I'm sorry about this. Very low? So let me see if the other phone device is better. Sorry, yeah, what can I do? Uh, can you put like earplugs on? I'm really sorry about this. Let me just check. I think the volume is on, but this device is not that good in volume. I always have this problem. Okay, so you see Surah 16, Ayat 1 to 6. Sorry, Pira Apologetics, I can't do anything about this right now. But thank you for pointing it out. I'll try to fix it the next time. Actually, I took screenshots not realizing that this is not a good device. And then sometimes when I come on that device, something happens on YouTube. I can't come live. Some strange thing happens, so that's why. The Quran is full of such contradictions. So if you're saying that, uh, so what can we tell them more? Like Surah 9, you say ayat 29, you said fight those who don't, you give them this ayat, fight those who don't believe in Allah, um, yeah, and more, okay, dot, 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 Surah 9, ayat 29, but they say that it is because they are fighting you. Now, how we can gather if they would care to listen is that they are not fighting you. Okay, show them this ayat. I don't know whether they would even then care to see. Why? Uh, Now, they've put these Bedouins in a different category of, what do you call it? Hypocrites. Huh. So if you look at Surah Munafiq, right, Munafiqun, you see that it says if had they come to you and the Prophet, the Messenger, and asked forgiveness, then they would have been forgiven. Now these, but so what the Muslims have done somehow is put these hypocrites in a different category because they do say they did go to the Prophet and say that the desert Arabs who stayed behind, they're not even fighting you, but they just didn't help the Prophet. You see, so this is Surah Fat Ayat 11, right? Will say to you, those who remain behind of the Bedouins kept us busy, our properties and our families. So ask forgiveness for us. They say with their tongues what is not in their hearts. Now these people don't want to fight, don't, they're busy with their, Surah 8, Ayah 12 says non-Muslims must be beheaded. No, no. Really? I don't, okay, let me, oh God, no. Why has it gone up? Oh, I can't see my, how do I fix this? Let me see, how do I fix this? Oh, Surah, I fixed it. Okay, like this, I can. Surah 8, I 12. Is it, does it say directly behead them? Or is it in the tafsir? When inspired your Lord to the angels, I am with you, so strengthen those who believed, I will cast in those who disbelieved terror, so strike above the necks. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Strike above the necks and strike. No, but the earlier one, I think the earlier ayah, doesn't it say that they are in battle with these people? I think here, Allah granted it some many good tidings to calm your hearts. Peter to apologetics, are they not in battle? Remember, you implored the assistance of your Lord. But they're in battle, right? Peter to apologetics. They're in battle. Remember, believers, when Allah promised to give you the upper hand over either target you wish. No, they are in a battle with the Quraysh. It's about the caravans and all that. So, what do you say about that? They are in a battle. Zara, you have to read the tafsirs to understand the Quran. I've read where I need to read the tafsirs. I assure you, I've read the tafsirs, right? But like the Muslims would also tell me to read the tafsirs. It says you are not armed. No, it says that they wanted the unarmed one. But God said, no, the armed one you have to fight and get. Peter to apologetics, please, you must read the Quran ayats properly. And last time you told me that, of course, Jesus doesn't save you in heaven. That was your last. Comment there. Why should I read the tafsirs like this Muslim guy had come here telling me to read the tafsirs? Why, when the Quran ayats are not sufficient to explain? And the tafsirs have contradictions? When I need to read the tafsir, I'll read the tafsir. And I'm not scared of these people. Come. Find out where I'm from and come. And Peter to apologetics, the last comment of yours in my previous live stream was that you think I'm that dumb that I don't know. Of course, Jesus is going to save you here in this world. And you've insinuated that I feel life is easy, life should be easy once you believe in Jesus Christ. No, I don't say that. And about your thing, I'm sorry, you're wrong. It says Allah says go for the armed ones, not the unarmed one. So are you disguised? I wonder now. Peter to apologetics. I wonder now. And I've got something for you from Luke. Why does it say here you're not even supposed to have grape? What is going on here? In your remember the Luke thing we did in the previous live stream? It was 4. You know my okay. Thank God my throat is well and I can talk. And shall drink neither wine nor strong drink. Then there are other. It says don't drink even wine, grape juice. What is this? Okay, so I don't want to go into this. You can check. I think that you have been a little not that honest here. So I can't go with what you're saying here. I can't trust you enough, Peter, to apologetics. Are you a Muslim? Were you a Muslim? I just saw you have one video there on your channel. Please be honest here. I cannot. Why should I read? I have read the tafsir. I've read the tafsir when it's necessary to read the tafsir, brother. Peter 2 apologetics. But why should I read the tafsir when the translators have made mistakes when it's necessary? Do you think I leave the tafsirs? I read the tafsirs. I just don't. How can you read a tafsir of this when the translators have made a mistake here about this ayat? Are you a Shia Muslim? No, it doesn't say. It says Allah says go for the armed one, not the unarmed one. Read this. First you come and you justify the Shias, fight against those who do not believe in Allah. And who says that? Who says? Do you think I'm that dumb that I would say Jesus will save you in heaven? Your last comment on my previous live stream showing that I'm dumb, how you were sarcastic with me. This person is a rapist of Safiya bint Huway. The Shias have not done proper research, nothing. Fight against those who do not believe in Allah or the last day. No, it's you're showing the wrong verse. Yeah, I am. I want to show you this verse here. 9. Your own translators have made a mistake here. When I assure you, when I have to go to a tafsir, I go to a tafsir. Do you have any problems with that? Sorry, I can't now go to Galatians anymore. They have taken the scholars and monks as lords besides Allah, a comma, and also the Masih, the son of Mary. The ayat doesn't say this. So where I feel the tafsirs have, one says this, one says another thing. Which one to take? Now the last time I was checking a tafsir of some ayat. Now this, you would say go see the tafsir, it will correct this ayat, it will give you a correct this thing, picture of this ayat, it will, huh? For this, would you ask me to go to a tafsir? For this ayat, Surah 9, ayat 31. Please tell me. No, I know, I'm showing you this ayat. This ayat. Okay, I'll go to the tafsir, Baba. Oh, so you're telling me that Surah 8, oh my God. What does it say? No, it's Surah 8. Yes, I'm going to the tafsir. What? Being enumerated from the very beginning. If this tafsir says the Holy Quran portrayed the layout of the battlefield. Yeah, it's in the battlefield. I don't miss the tafsirs. And the Quran earlier ayat also says it's in the battlefield. Now where in the tafsir? Nisara Gada Maharaj. Oh my God. Hello. Sorry. Nelly, what's happened? I am. Nisara Gada Maharaj. Jao. Oh. Nelly, you know I am? So what now? What is in this? What? I don't want to go in the tafsir of this junk tafsirs, when the ayat itself is saying what it's saying. I'm trying to correct a ayat here. So you believe in your tafsirs, Ibn Kathir and all this, Peter to apologetics? Huh? You're just going to take it blindly. Peter to apologetics. What has the tafsir said that is against what you are? It's against what you are saying, because the ayat says it's against what you are saying. It's in a battlefield. Now, will you not answer me, please? Keep me waiting, and then in the end, So you want to believe in your tafsirs more than the Quran ayats. Also that, like this Muslim ones. I've got dishonest people here. Seems like they're disguised as Christians. Sorry, the ayat, Peter to apologetics, the ayat says that they are in battle. And Allah says that you have to fight them. Cut off their heads if you have to. And go for the armed one, not the unarmed one. The Sahabas wanted to go for the unarmed one. What are you saying here? Fight those. Okay, this is Surah Tawbah. No. Surah 8, Ayat 12 says non Muslims must be beheaded. No, it doesn't say it like that. No, it doesn't say. It's a battle there. Zahra, you have to read the tafsirs to understand the Quran. Okay, you sound like a Muslim here. So you're saying the Quran is not sufficient. I've already dealt with this questioning by the Muslims to me. In certain ayahs, you don't have to read the tafsir. Like in Surah Tawbah, ayah 31. So if you're a Muslim and you're being dishonest here, no, I don't have to go to Galatians or anything. You're not a Christian. This much I know now. It says they are not armed. What? No. Oh my God, look at this. Now we've got dishonest. Someone help me here. These Muslims disguised as Christians. No, the Quran is very unclear. Really? No, some ayats are very clear. Are you testing me on that? So why do you want to defend Islam? Why behead them? Answer me. Why should I answer you? Because they will behead you in the battle if you don't behead them. It's a battle. Peter to apologetics. It's a battle. So Surah Fat ayat. So those Muslims like you who say that go for the tafsir, Quran is not sufficient to explain. It's not in details. It's not a book of details. It's not a book of science. It's not a book of this. It's not a book of that. Then what is it a book of? It's not in detail. It's not clearly explained. You need the tafsir. You need Ibn Qatirs. You need religious scholars to tell you when you can't even trust in the religious scholars to tell you. Your religious scholars, Hafs was a liar. Rob Christian has told us this, brought this to our attention. It's a book of, I can't say that it is a book of fairy tales, but somewhere it's a book of getting the Makkans, the polytheists out of Makkah and wanting, Prophet Muhammad wanted to be a prophet and wanted to give his importance to himself, a lot of importance. I cannot say it's a book of fairy tales. This is not a fairy tale book. I can't jump to such conclusions. Peter to apologetics, please come with honesty. I think I can read through your lines that you seem to be a Muslim disguised as a Christian. Sorry, but think I can read that. I've read it. Flying carpets. Well, they're in the Bible too. Uh, uh, so things are in the Bible that now please don't let me go to the Bible, right? So you as a Christian should okay, flying carpets, talking ants, and a son who God sent who will take away your sins, and resurrection after death, after being nailed to the cross, and then and a woman who's not married is giving a son, a miraculous conception. So please don't let me. Satan takes Jesus Christ from one to another place. Show me where you have flying carpets or talking ants in the Quran. Huh? Flying carpets, talking ants? Surah Namal is the talking ants, I think. The Bible. No, I'm not saying it's in. Now, please stick to the point, Peter, to apologetics. You have a man getting drunk. He's a prophet. What is he? Who is he? His two daughters have made him go drunk. Uh, who was Israel before Jacob? Jacob fighting God, wrestling with God, what, kicking him? Huh? God came in the tent of Jacob. And Adam and Eve feeling ashamed, and God is walking in the garden. Genesis, right? What is this? There is a talking ant in the Quran. Did you know that? No, it's communication. Now we go, it's their way of communication with which the. Please, now don't divert me to Christianity and don't bring this nonsense here. Okay? Your father, Saint, Father Augustine told me. Saint Francis of Assisi used to talk to birds. Because I told him about a bird who came to thank me. What is the communication of the ants between themselves? There has to be a communication of ants. If they are mute, what is the communication? A Muslim's perspective. Aren't there zombies in the Bible? Saint Francis of Assisi used to talk to birds. What is the form of communication between the ants? Huh? According to Tafsir Jalalain, Solomon heard the ant from 3 miles away. You can hear a dolphin 3 miles away, can't you? Francis told his companions to wait for me while I go to preach to my sisters, the birds. Why does Saint Francis of Assisi have to, preach to the birds? The birds, it's in the Quran that they already know their prayer form, and they're guided, they're inspired. They don't need Christianity. One account describes how one day while Francis was traveling with some companions, they happened upon a place in the road where birds filled the trees. Allah bichare, birds ko bhi Christians bana raha hai. I'm sorry, this is too much for me. Oh God. Allah taught Solomon the language of birds. Well, language could mean communication. Yeah, the way they communicate with another. What's wrong with that? Sorry, you just have to look at the stupid things in your Bible. And I'm not talking about the Bible, and I don't want to now have anything right now to do with you here, with your comments. Okay? I'm going to this horrible man. I have to reply, so please don't disturb me here. Okay? Please don't disturb me here. Don't stray from the. Don't make me. Very clever Muslim has come here as a Christian. Peter to apologetics. Very clever. You are so clever and cunning, I've got you now. No, no, no. Let's go to Surah Fat. That's why you see, you are very dishonest. Peter to apologetics, you're a Muslim. You're a troll. Surah Fat ayat, back there. These people just said, please forgive us, we don't want to. These poor Bedouins. What does the Prophet do? What were we Shias told? What were we Shias told? Sorry, you're going out of the topic now. What I want to say here, you're just leading me out of the topic. So I'm not going to listen to you. The nomadic Arabs who stayed behind will say to you, O Prophet, we were preoccupied with our wealth and families. They're not even fighting with you. So ask for forgiveness for us. They say with their tongues what is not in their hearts. But they're not fighting. But they're not fighting. So this is how, again, I have to come and show you how I've done my research. Okay, look at this. So, who then can stand between you and Allah in any way if He intends harm? Now, why would Allah intend harm to them unnecessarily? They don't want to harm you. They don't want to help you going against the Makkans. So you can see that this Prophet is the one. Okay, now he's put another blame on them here, using Allah. The truth is, you thought that the Messenger and the believers would never return to their families again. And that was made appealing in your hearts. You harbored evil thoughts. You harbored evil thoughts about Allah and so became a doomed people. Just thinking evil thoughts, it's their city, Yathrib. And the Prophet doesn't want. What does he want from them? He's taken their city. He went there as a refugee. He wants them to help him. If they don't help him, and they want him out. What if they want you out of their city? Like you go to London and they want these Muslim leaders because you're imposing your religion on them. You're saying, help me fight the Makkans or go. If there is a fight, then you have to help me. I'm an ex-Muslim, and whoever does not believe in Allah and His Messenger, then we surely have prepared for the disbelievers a blazing fire. I saw no way out for these people. But that they are in the blazing fire, those who disobey, those who don't believe in Allah and the Messenger. It's not even disobeying here. It's those who do not believe in Allah and His Messenger. For such unbelievers, we have prepared a blazing fire. No, I'm not a Christian. Look at this. This is terrible. And you Muslims don't have any, like, such jahil qawm, such a jahil nation. Can't do this. Why do you want to protect this? I have a right to show that how he's lied to me and I have a case against Prophet Muhammad. 1400 years. To Allah belongs the kingdom of the heavens, forgive whom He pleases and chastises whom He pleases. This is a nonsensical ayat. Those who stayed behind will say, when you believers set out to take the spoils of war, let us accompany you. They wish to change. Now there's more blame on these people who didn't want to go and help the Prophet, who said, please forgive us. In fact, you are driven by jealousy against us. The truth is that it's their land, Yathrib, and they don't want to help you. They've realized that you are a false prophet. And so they're trying to, because they have to, a mad person like you who's pushing people to fight. And Ali Imran, you see, 167, I think it is. What kind of a, they say, if there was these people, he can't see, your prophet is mad. Surah Al Imran. There, you see the whole picture. 167. Oh, just to know who's the hypocrite and who's this and who's that. What kind of people are you? और धमकियाँ नहीं दो मुझे. मैं तुम लोगों की धमकियों से ना डरूंगी ना कुछ. आना है तो आ जाओ. पता कर लो. तुम्हारा अल्लाह तुम्हें, tell your Allah to tell you where I am right now. Assaulting people, औरतों को धमकियाँ देना, academic people को धमकियाँ देना. तुम लोगों ने क्या समझा है? तुम्हारा राज चलता है इधर मैंने रिपोर्ट किया है यूट्यूब को. Promoting terrorism, a Muslim man who threatened me. धमकियां वम क्या दे रहे हो? अपने बाप का माल समझा है क्या? पाकिस्तान में भी ऐसे, और वो शिया लगता है मुझे. शिया उस पे आया है सब्जेक्ट मैटर पे लाइव स्ट्रीम के. And expose the hypocrites when it is said to them, come fight in the cause of Allah, or at least defend yourselves. Why should they defend themselves? They don't want to defend themselves. Why should they fight in the cause of Allah? They want peace right now. तो वो उनको धमकियां दे रहा है और hypocrites कह रहा है. ये क्या? और जहन्नम का फ्यूचर का बता रहा है कि you will be in जहन्नम. ये क्या नॉनसेंस है? Pakistanis. The Pakistani who threatened me. That's the one I'm talking to, a Muslim's perspective. यानी तुम लोग के, is it your father who rules? कि कुछ नहीं बोलो Prophet Muhammad को, blasphemy है, say nothing. I talk in Urdu sometimes. Do you have a problem with that? Expose the hypocrites. ये क्या nonsense है? और एक शिया आया है उधर. The Pakistani Muslims are always angry. And Shias, one Shia is in capital letters. That a Prophet Muhammad was this, that, and his family. The Pakistani Muslims, Peter 2 Apologetics says, fighting in the way of Allah is doing jihad. No, he's given me a threat. Arey, हमने कोई, I've just, you see what I do to you. What do you mean by that? No, jihad is struggling for Allah. So why has a Muslim given me a threat? A Muslim's perspective. Jihad is any type of struggle. And it goes into the struggle against the disbelievers also. Prophet Muhammad is told, "Arey ye log idhar fight nahi." I mean, can't you people see this? This man is so stupid. He's pushing them to fight using Allah. You have insight or basiratan, or you don't have insight? Why don't you have insight? That's not Islam, that's him. Arey, so someone should stop him, right? A Muslim should stop him. But that is Islam, because he will tell you, don't lie now. Sorry, I mean, what are you saying? That's not Islam. If I say an atheist is giving me a threat, do we blame atheism? No atheism will give you a threat, first of all. No atheism. This has many, this Quran can mislead you to threaten others if they don't shut you down by threats. No atheism is going to give you a threat. This much I know. I condemn him if he is giving you threats. Well, if he is giving me threats, he has already given me a threat. Right? Here it is. This is the guy with the Pakistani flag, isn't it? And he has told me here, just reveal your location and then watch. He has already given me a threat, a Muslim's perspective. Yes, because you can kill. Don't tell me blasphemies. For blasphemy, you can kill. How many laws, how many Muslim countries have laws on blasphemy? Which country do you come from? A Muslim perspective? Then I condemn him for what he has done. Simple as that. You may, oh, thank you very much. That's very nice of you. But you see what I mean? You see what I mean? Your Quran has these volatile, violent verses. People can take, but blasphemy, how many Muslim countries, tell me, how many Muslim countries practice that law? You're from Ethiopia, majority Christian country. You, you see, I'm sorry to say you don't know. You know how many Muslim countries have? If you say anything against Prophet Muhammad, blasphemy law. Ethiopian brother, oh my God. The Quran is not violent. The verses are of the times of war. No, they are not. Not all of them. They are not. If you closely examine Surah Tawbah, which I was going through, again, come to Surah Tawbah, I closely examine them. Closely examine first, without the tafsirs that misguide you at times. Closely examine Surah 33, ayat 60 to 61. And also go and see violent verses, Surah Fath, which I was on earlier on. Come bring me example and let's speak. I wish I could come back if you want to speak to me. But have you considered? Yes, we will speak. I will speak to you. You want me to come back and give you you will not be able to cover your camera, but what you can do you think your understanding of the Quran is greater than that of the scholars? Your scholars have differed amongst themselves, and some of them don't even know what actually the ayat itself means. They have three things coming out of the ayat they have given. So that means the ayat is not that clear for even your scholars who've tried to give tafsirs, classic scholars. They differ among themselves at times. At times, why should that be a Muslim's perspective? So, do you want to speak or do you want to first look at how I'm showing you? Because I'm not a good speaker and I will not be able to show you how I saw and brought out the ayats. To tell you, there is violence in the Quran. You don't even know. You see, you're from Ethiopia. Do you know? Do you know that other Muslim countries, how many Muslim? You don't even know this. And you're saying you condemn it. You don't know how many Muslim countries. So here you failed, and then you're going to blame me and say, do you think you are above the Muslim scholars? You're playing the devil's advocate against me. Regardless of the difference, there's always one that the scholar have a majority and a consensus. Okay? In all? Or the left, like, we don't know. Allah knows best. Are you sure? How many Muslim, first of all, countries have blasphemy law? Of the 71 countries that criminalize blasphemy, 32 are majority Muslim. Punishment and enforcement of these laws vary. Blasphemy is punishable by death in Iran, Pakistan, Afghanistan, Brunei, Mauritius, Mauritania, and Saudi Arabia. Right? Please read this and find out why this person has given me a threat. Because in his country, Pakistan, death penalty. You say anything against Prophet Muhammad, you'll be killed. A Muslim's perspective says, no one is blaming you, sister. I asked you a question. Well, you rephrase that question, please. Because I can say that my Shia religious scholars also I've had to correct. How can you blaspheme a man? Blasphemy is against God. Is Muhammad God? That's in the Bible, not in the Quran. You oppose Prophet Muhammad, you oppose Allah and Prophet Muhammad, or you oppose only Prophet Muhammad. That's blasphemy. You can't critically examine this religion. You can't do research. You can't leave this religion. As a Shia, even 12 a Shia, I can be killed for leaving this religion as a woman and talking about it, sharing, helping Muslims leave Islam. This is the tragedy, brother, of your Muslim, your Islam, that some of them see the Quran ayats like this. Now, will you correct? How will you correct them? Let's come to the point. This is urgent. Why are you not correcting them? Are you going to tell those Muslim countries who don't impose and enforce these punishments that how can you say you are better in knowledge than the Muslim countries who do impose this religion, this law and punishment for blasphemy? So please rephrase your question when asking me such a question. Or else, why don't you question these countries? 32 are majority Muslim. What? Out of 71 countries that criminalize blasphemy, 32 are majority Muslim. Okay. Read the whole, brother. Zara, that's different. You're on the internet, you're not in the country. I'm not in the country, but he said, give me your location wherever you are. They'll find you and they'll kill you or do something to you. Huh? Here, Muslim, you're saying? that these people, yeah, they have no right, right? But where does it say? Can you give me from your Quran ayat and your hadith? Zara, that's different. You're on the internet. You're not in the country. Well, that's him. Did the Pakistani government call you? No, they didn't call me. Peter Apologetic says a Muslim read Ali Imran verse 106 to 107. Allah sends black faces to hell. He's a racist. So then get mad at him, not Muslims. No, the Pakistani government has a blasphemy law. Whoever talks against wherever. Didn't you see what they did to wherever Salman Rushdie was writing a book? Kill him in absentia. These Pakistanis, Norway, where was it? The cartoon made of Prophet Muhammad. Peter cannot come up on my stream, but maybe can go on your channel. A Muslim, yeah, you. Oh, sorry, are you inviting Peter to your stream? A Muslim, Surah 39, Ayat 60. Allah will make your face black if you lie about him. But a Muslim's perspective, they don't care. They're saying wherever you are, just give me your location and you'll see what I do. And watch. These Pakistanis, they've gone, and the other Muslims, Afghanistanis and all. Who? Who killed? Who stabbed the cartoon maker? No, no, Islam is violent. That's why. Islam is a violent religion. Quran is full of violent. It's very violent. Before we obliterate your faces, Allah is warning them, the Christians, Jews and Christians. Believe in this before we obliterate faces. Surah Nisa at 47. Look at how violent this is against the Jews and the Christians. O you who were given the scripture. Anyone who's given the scripture, it didn't say Jews and Christians. Yeah, but it says Sabbath breakers here. So Jews are involved in this. O you who were given the scripture, believe in what we have sent down, meaning to Prophet Muhammad. It's not even, it doesn't even say in the ayat to Prophet Muhammad, but they put in brackets, confirming that it is that which is with you. Before we obliterate faces and turn them toward their backs, or curse them as we curse the Sabbath breakers. Now, where are they in war? But Allah is telling them, so the Muslims will say, here, they're not in war, but you know what He's done? Can't you see it? And there's no compulsion in religion. They'll give you an ayat from Surah Baqarah. And then it says that fight those who expelled you once upon a time in the beginning. Or, you know, you've taken over their Yathrib, you expelled the Yathrib Jews or Muslims, they became Muslims and didn't listen to you, didn't help you in wars and all this. They just wanted to do their business and stay with, you know, occupied with the families. You broke their houses, and you're saying the Quran is not a violent, doesn't have any violent. Surah Hashr, right, to a Muslim perspective. Peter, come up on my stream and let's talk about that exact hadith. I would love to speak about it. Please, a Muslim perspective. Can you give me an answer to this? And then Allah uses the believers. You did not strike them, but Allah struck at them. A Muslim's perspective says, what's the, oh, it's Surah Nisa ayat 47. They're not warring. It's just unbelief. If you don't believe in what has come down now, confirming that which is with you, before we obliterate faces and turn them toward their backs or curse them as we curse the Sabbath breakers. Surah Nisa, 4th chapter of the Quran, ayat 47. Sozo has come. Mishkat al-Masabi. Are you on the... Please remain on the topic right now because it's very difficult, but thank you, Sozo. But I would really appreciate it if you would remain on the topic right now. Uh, white face, white to enter heaven and black to enter hell. What are you asking? You said that, didn't you say that the Quran and Islam is not violent when I was saying it's violent? It's got violent verses. That's what I'm saying. Allah has terrorized people. Allah can terrorize people. And this is a compulsion. When on the other hand, the first ayat in Surah Baqarah, that ayat says there's no compulsion. Thank you, Sozo. But it's okay. I mean, you can leave it if you like to stay. Just help your Peter to apologetics on that. Uh, is this not talking about hell? There's no compulsion. No, it's saying there's no compulsion in religion, that ayat, right? And this ayat is saying it's giving the Jews and the Christians, those given the scripture, a threat. Allah is giving them a threat to accept this which has come down, the revelation that has come down on Prophet Muhammad, before we obliterate your faces. Huh? Sorry, Sozo. You can keep your message here. Thank you for coming here. Nice to see you back. That is a threat of not believing in every religion, whether it be reincarnation or it be hell. Sorry, you're giving your what? Sorry, what kind of a? What are you saying? Oh, are you replying to Peter to apologetics? Please pay attention here. It's very difficult for me. I can't keep up multitasking and here and there. Please cooperate. Peter, stop talking and just agree to come up on my live. A Muslim perspective. This is a threat to those poor by Allah. I responded to you. When? There is a threat of not believing in every religion, whether it be reincarnation or it be hell. A Muslim, where do the wrongdoers go to? Please remain on the topic, please. I want your feedback on this. One at a time, one thing at a time. Is this not a threat? Because the other verse says there's no compulsion in religion. Oh, so you mean to say that those Muslims who say, giving that verse, that Islam doesn't have compulsion, they are putting it in the wrong context. It's a warning, yes. Yes, it's a warning, isn't it? And this warning means that they have to then become Muslims, otherwise God will obliterate their faces. So there's a compulsion here. What does compulsion mean? No, they don't have to. They can choose. Well, their faces will be obliterated. There's no choice for them here. and they will be cursed. This is a compulsion. This is a form of compulsion from God. For goodness sakes, if you can't see this, how will you decide upon any case? Okay, you're not a lawyer and you don't have to decide on any case, but how would you decide if a religion is true, has contradictions, the Quran ayats reflect upon the Quran ayats? If how would you see that ayat and follow that ayat? Before embracing Islam, at least see what God has told you, the right God has given you, and told you, reflect upon the, would you not reflect upon the Quran ayats? If there were much contradictions, it would be from other than Allah. It is not. They can choose to disbelieve. No, there is no choice. A choice is when you don't, no one gives you a threat. You're not under duress. You know what duress means? They're under duress. Allah has not given them a choice here. The choice is that their faces will be obliterated. Oh God. You know what compulsion means? Compulsion has this, if there is a compulsion, it means that you have a threat given to you, that you don't have a choice in it. It's either hell or heaven. That's the word you're missing out on. You see, duress, see compulsion here? Sorry, I'm not missing out. You are the one missing out on it. Another synonym, another synonym, same meaning, compulsion, duress, threats, violence, constraints. If you can't get this difference, that compulsion has a threat, that I'm sorry, what are you? The thing is, it would be different if they did believe and decide not to accept. It's okay, but believe, we're talking about whether there should be a compulsion or not. Also, that, right? If you're forced, this is like a threat. This is a threat. So it has compulsion, for God's sakes, brother. This is our ABCD. This is even, you don't have to do law for it. You don't have to study law. Ask any lawyer. But as a common person, you don't know this? This is a compulsion, a threat. It's violent. And isn't it violent? Moreover, isn't it violent? Are you saying this is like Buddha or like the polytheists? Doesn't it have violence? Is hell a violent place? Of course it is. Is obliterating faces violent? Huh? Is slapping someone more violent? Is striking someone violent? Of course it is. Brother, I'm sorry, if you don't know this much, then how can I explain to you? You don't know this much? That this has a compulsion and it's violent? Obliterating, before we obliterate your faces. It is. Right? And then the Muslims that give us those verses, that verse also, okay, you got it, right? Are you saying it is, right? It is violence. You see, when you're peacefully given a choice, like you're given a choice, believe in this or we won't do anything to you. You're free to go. Like the Hindus, Hindus don't say that. If you go to them, you can be a Muslim and go and practice their meditation, all that. They don't have threats, they don't have violence in them, right? This is violence. And they're not even fighting you, it's just on belief. And then I've seen that things in the Quran don't confirm. There are certain things don't confirm with the Bible and the Jewish books. It doesn't confirm. The Jewish book says it was Isaac who Abraham went to sacrifice. The Quran says it with the tafsir that it was Ishmael. The commentaries say it was Ishmael. It doesn't confirm with the books, earlier scriptures, certain things. It doesn't. So please, brother, can you see it now? Please, can you give me a feedback, or are you scared? You see what is at stake. We are here. I am scared. I'm just tired, sick and tired of this. But I do this because my passion, because I want you people to be free of this, free to choose, and there'll be no threat. That's when you have a choice, and there's no violence, and there's no threat by this Allah, even by my Allah, my God. Do you think I'd be scared? I'm inviting you to come speak to me face to face, my voice on the internet. But I don't want to. You see, if I talk to you face to face, I won't be able to show you this. I'm not good at face to face talking, and I'm not running away. But do you see this? This is the easy way. My health is not so well as to be a debater. I don't do debates, I do discussions. But let's not move away from the topic. It's very simple here. Yes, you can. You can share your screen. No need to debate. We can discuss. I can't share my screen on your channel, maybe, but I don't want to come on your channel. Sorry. I just want to be on my channel. Brother, I'm sorry about that. Thank you for inviting me. If you're saying come on your channel, right now, my thing is different, brother. I discuss, I'm not dishonest. I would not have left my Shia religion if I didn't find this a false religion. I was a Muslim. Then we can go on StreamYard and you can record for your channel. I'm not Shia, by the way, I'm Sunni. Oh, okay, I know you're not Shia. Brother, the thing is that I'm sorry, my health would not allow me to do this. I can't go on StreamYard or anything. This is the way I do it. I'm sorry. And right now, I cannot invite you to come and talk to me. But do you see that this is very simple? There's a threat here, there's a violent verse. Do you see that? A Muslim's perspective, do you see that this is a violent verse? Any kind of coercion, intimidation, bully, threat, constraint, enforcement, exaction, arm twisting, coercion, compulsion. This verse contains violence, threats, violence, constraint. So this about duress, right? And I can show you, if you reject God with clear proof, then God will punish you, yes? Clear proofs. But clear proofs haven't come to me. I'm not rejecting God with clear proofs. Now you're jumping to something totally different. You're not giving me an answer to this. You see, that's why I don't want to have a discussion with you. Because you're jumping here and there. I'm sorry. You want to have a discussion? First of all, let me see if you're cooperating. You're not cooperating here with me. This verse is talking about rejecting the message. Yes, I'm quite literally on topic. Okay, but here you were out of topic. If you reject God with clear proof, then God will punish you, yes? Oh, yes, yes. In that way, you mean. Okay. Are they clear? No, but does this verse have violence in it for even rejecting God, God's revelation? Does this verse have violence in it? My point is this. Yes, that's the topic. The topic, yes, but does this verse have violence in it for rejecting God's sign or God? Does it have violence in it? My point is this. Does this verse have violence in it? When they're not giving you a battle, like some Muslims, they try to defend Islam by saying Surah Tawbah ayats in Surah Anfal, or, you know, that they were fighting, they broke their treaties, they broke treaties. How can God be a judge if he doesn't punish? Those reasons are, uh, how can God be a judge? He can be a compassionate God. Like allowing he hasn't he given respite to Pharaoh for a long time, didn't he give respite to Pharaoh for a long time? Hasn't he given Shaitan respite for a long time? But the point here is he is compassionate. Compassion runs out, patience runs out. Well, why does he do this, that allow zulm to take place and give respite to the zalim? Zara Shov. Sorry, no, no, Peter too apologetic. Stay on this topic now. Is this verse not? Answer me on this. You're inviting me to your channel or to a live stream with you, but you're not telling me the truth about this verse. Why does he what? Is this verse not violent? Is this verse not violent? Yes or no? Islam is a religion of violence. I literally have said that this verse says that God will exact violence and punishment on your if you don't accept his religion with clear proof. So it is violent, right? Yes. So you agree it is violent. Only on belief. Clear proofs are given to you, and if you reject it, he will obliterate your faces. It's a false prophecy. None of our faces were obliterated. A Muslim, yes, thank you, Muslim brother. Oh, you called me sister, so I'm calling you brother now. Yes, right? So they're not giving you right now. Okay, you agreed. Thank God he agreed that this verse is violent. Now, can you say that Islam is not violent? A Muslim, as a Muslim, why must we believe Allah's religion? Just leave us alone. I don't. A Muslim perspective. That's Peter to apologetics. A Muslim perspective says, I don't care if you don't believe in Allah, but Allah gives a threat. Whether you personally care or not, It doesn't matter. Like I said, you told me that you're in Ethiopia. You don't know that there are countries which have blasphemy laws and implement the punishments against those who talk against Muhammad, Prophet Muhammad, and Islam, even academically. You may not care a Muslim perspective that, but your Allah has given threats to these Jews and Christians and others who are given the scripture. So I'll ask you a question. If God gives you clear proof that you still reject him, what shall he do if he is a just judge? Okay. Thank you for the question. I think a true God would, from the very beginning, do something different. He would not have to give threats. Never. Never, ever. And he's not a judge like a person judge. And this is rejecting his signs is not a sign of a criminal. You have not harmed anyone but yourself, right? When you reject Allah's signs, you only harm yourself. Or what? You only go against the signs of Allah. A Muslim, God must punish you on Judgment Day, not while we on earth. But here he says, before we obliterate your faces. So answering a Muslim perspective, I would say that this, from the very beginning, these Abrahamic religions and the judges you have taken as Allah, um, Allah can do better, right? Allah can do better than this, not give threats like this. However, that isn't in line with our purpose. Our purpose of creation was to worship Him. Your purpose may be to worship Him, right? But with threats, bring someone to this religion. And signs He has given, okay. Even the signs He has brought down, let me tell you that they differ from the Christian and Jewish books. And they saw that. No, that is the purpose of us. Yeah, that is your purpose. Not everyone's purpose is that. Even the Hindus' purpose is to reach God in oneness. But they don't go, their God doesn't say, believe in me, otherwise I'll kill you. I'll obliterate your faces, send you in hell burning fire. Maybe you'll get another chance, maybe a third chance, until you learn that there's a God. The compassionate, merciful God doesn't do that, shouldn't do that. And Peter is talking about Judgment Day as said by Maruf al-Quran, Ibn Kathir and other scholars. So I don't want to take you so far. Just here, if you see, and easy, shortcut. So we have established, right, that your God is a violent God. And Islam is a violent religion then. Allah says He created mankind and jinn kind only to worship Him. But your God is a violent God. They're not fighting Him. Then how come your Muslims come here and say to me, object, that no, none of the verses are. They were fighting, they were breaking treaties. That's why God would never do this. Our God would never hurt someone who is not fighting with Prophet Muhammad or a Muslim, persecuting Muslims. It's not a violent religion. A Muslim perspective, this is my point. My point is that what the Muslims say also, that other point. God is exacting punishment on the day of judgment. And no, in this life he's giving, for this life he's giving a punishment here. We obliterate threat here to them. He says, believe now, which has confirmed that which has come, what has come now, before we obliterate faces. It's not in hell. We're not on wife beating right now. A Muslim perspective. He's giving reasons. Allah judging, Allah this, Allah just. Um, Allah is not the only judge. Your Prophet Muhammad is a judge too. You have to obey the Prophet. But that's not the point. The point here is, if I fail to say this, I'll really get angry at myself. I'll get upset. I'll be very sad. A Muslim perspective, you see, there's a Allah that should never obliterate faces. Never. Even Allah should not have the right when they don't want to believe in this Allah. No force in religion. No force should be applied. I think, in my perspective, a true Allah should never apply threats, force, anything like that. Never. It's always through love, light, gentleness. Come sit with me. Come, I will show you. If there is a God even. But applying threats, far from a true, compassionate, merciful Allah. With all due respect, that's entitlement. The most religions would disagree with you. Well, I disagree with all religions then. Those religions who disagree with me. With due respect to you and all the other religions, I would disagree. Are you atheist or agnostic? I don't like to put myself in any. I think I'm an atheist, more on the like there's no proof of God, and God lets people suffer. I don't know. I don't understand why when they call on Him to relieve them or alleviate their sufferance or give them the strength to face the challenges of life. So many have suffered. I've seen a lot of sufferance in life. I can't say there's a God because since there's no proof of God, and that is sufficient to say that there is no God. Put a StreamYard link so we can talk. Okay, you want me, what time is it? Okay. I'll have to come back, Muslim perspective for that. A Muslim, Allah said Muslims must torture us on earth. Surah 9, Ayat 14. This is something, really? I don't know where you, first you were wrong about the beheading without, they're in battle, Peter to apologetics. And now you're giving me, I'll still check this ayat and see what you're trying to say and if you are right or wrong in this. Let's see. Make war on them. Allah will chastise them through you and will humiliate them. No worries, I would love to have a conversation with you. Thank you. But right now, I'm sorry, I apologize. Let's see, I apologize a Muslim's perspective. I can't even talk properly right now at times. I get stuck. Oh my God, what is this? Make war on them. Make war on them? Did I miss this ayat in Surah Tawbah? No, it says fight them. Allah will punish them by your hands. What about this, a Muslim perspective? Isn't this a violent verse? Don't worry about Peter. He doesn't know what he's talking about. No, no, sometimes he knows. Not all the time, but sometimes he knows what he's talking about, for sure. Sometimes I think you should question yourself about this, whether you know what you are talking about. This is war. It isn't. It's talking about time of war. No, it isn't. Fight them, Allah will punish them by your hands and disgrace them and give you victory. It's after. It's not a war. It is not. What about this? Surah Tawbah. Okay, if this is a war, what about this? Let's just go with your uh, distorted views on Islam. What about Surah Tawbah, ayat 1, 2, 3? Fight those adjacent to you. And what about Surah Tawbah, ayat 5? But should I go slow? What about this? Is this war? O you who have believed, fight against those adjacent to you of the disbelievers, and let them find in you harshness. Is this not a violent verse? And know that Allah is with the righteous. Peter, I know Christianity better than you. Peter, please, can you slow down a bit, please? Now tell me, isn't this a violent verse? And is it war here? Is it war? Allah was talking to the companions of Prophet Muhammad. About? Just talking. What were they doing? A Muslim perspective goes, oh my, war. Who has done the war? Who has started the war? Who has started the war? Fight during Battle of Badr. This is Surah Tawbah. Battle of Badr has ended long time ago. Oh my God, Muslim perspective, you don't know what you are talking about. Sorry if I'm sure. Are you very sure? Are you sure about this? Please don't give such rash statements without being sure. Have you read the tafsirs? You're giving rash statements. This battle occurred on the 9th year after his hijrah. And when did this Surah Tawbah come? When did the Surah Tawbah come? You're so unknowable. I am so unknowable? Sorry, what are you saying? Are you saying this happened during Makkah, during Battle of Badr, Makkah? If I'm sure. You are sure? Are you sure or you're not sure? This happened during Battle of Badr? Huh? Or is he cleaning the Kaaba now he's gone? It's after the conquest of Makkah, isn't it? Oh my goodness, you don't even know that much. Someone else is on this account. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm not only one on this YouTube account. Oh, someone else is talking? A Muslim, the Quran is for all times, it's not a history book. Someone else is on this account. Oh, sorry, okay. Are you saying this battle occurred? This Surah, you don't know when Surah Tawbah came out? I'll join with my other account, okay? So they're saying, no, this is not at all in the Battle of Badr. For your information, please. Oh, Muslim brother, please go read your history first and see when the Surah Tawbah came down on him. A Muslim, listen to Christ. You don't know. I'm sorry. Are you lying? Or, sorry, why are you you don't know when Surah Tawbah came down after how many years of the Battle of Badr? This is after the conquest of Makkah. Surah Tawbah came down. The circumstances I know very well because I'm a Shia. When Rasulullah called Ali, so it was that, no, that was when he was in Medina. It's after that even. No, Surah Tawbah came down then. I know when Surah Tawbah came down because I'm a Shia and I have to know that because Rasulullah, Jibrail came down, Rasulullah had sent Abu Bakr for the pilgrimage or something to Makkah. You don't know? This is no battle shuttle. This is after. Oh my God. Random verse can be revealed at random times. It was compiled and organized by the companies. Oh, so you know name tattoo. You know. Random verses coming out at random times after the conquest of Makkah, Surah coming down, and you would say that this by mistake came. Companions, it was not organized by the order it was revealed. Very sorry to hear that. That your Allah has to protect this Quran and doesn't tell you. You don't know. One random verse which is not from Surah Tawbah has been put in Surah Tawbah to fight those near you. And they're not even fighting you. It's a violent verse against those living near you. Now, what else? How many other lies are you going to tell here? And you're making a fool out of yourselves and you're telling us what dishonesty your Allah can't put the Quran in order. You mean to say this verse was at the time of Badr, but it came in a surah which was revealed after Badr. And your Allah cannot protect a Quran that has not been compiled properly. Surahs had been mixed up. The goat ate the one goat ate how many surahs, how many verses. Your God cannot protect a Quran, put it in proper order. You're saying that the Badr verse somehow came into, you're saying with your own lies. What nonsense is this? Why should I calm down? I'm passionate about this. Read the tafsir of Surah 9, Ayat 5 then. Why don't you people read the tafsir of Surah 9, Ayat 5? Those who have not embraced Islam properly should be killed. Why don't you read the tafsir? Your Allah has put in Surah Tawbah an ayat which had come in, you're saying, read the tafsir. No, I'm not going to Alim. Ibn Qatir's tafsir. No Alim, contemporary, they can, don't know what they will do. Okay, here is it. Here it is, Ibn Qatir's tafsir. It was not becoming of the people of Medina and the Bedouins of the neighborhood. However, no, 1, 2, 3, where's 1, 2, 3? Oh, you believe, fight those of the disbelievers who are close to you and let, what kind of a, Allah commands the believers to fight the disbelievers. The closest in area to the Islamic State, then the furthest. Yes, finally. You see, name tattoo. This is why the Messenger of Allah started fighting the idolaters in the Arabian Peninsula. Read the whole thing. I'm I'm getting at it. What are you pushing me like this? Bullies a Muslim perspective and named. Yeah, finally, we'll see. You are told to fight. This is not about Battle of Badr. No, I just want to hear it. I'm not bullying. Of course you're bullying. Ali Shaikh. You sound like Ali Sheikh's Muslim. You're Ethiopian. Would you like to come and talk to me? And I can show you this. Okay? I'm coming back. Name tattoo. Finally. Finally, we'll see who is wrong about this. Read the tafsir. Shouting out. Bullying. Are you Ethiopian? Okay, I'm coming back. You will find out. I will read the tafsir. Don't bully like this, okay? Don't shout at me. Name tab 2. Surah Tawbah at 123. Name tattoo Shia true Muslim. The Quran says pray 3 times. They pray 3 times. Oh goodness. The Quran says pray 3 times, not 5 times. That is true, but Shias, even this Islam is a false religion, Peter, to apologetics. How can Shias are true Muslims? Yes, but Quran is like it has violent verses. A Muslim perspective, the Quran says to follow what the Prophet Muhammad says. A Muslim perspective, where has it come in Makkah, this verse? Randomly coming and putting, where? Random verse can be revealed, oh, now name tattoo has come. These are your bullies you have called here? How many of you? Liars! Islam's law should be applied against you. Companions, they have meaning. What nonsense are you talking about? You don't read your own tafsirs and bullying others to read the tafsir which I've already read. And you think I don't know you are lying here? No, you said that it has come before it was in Makkah during the Battle of Badr. You said that, and then name tattoo came and added to your defense about this. I already told you someone else was on the account. Oh my God. So you, excuse me? So you go, you are, what are you doing? Name tattoo was on my account. He stolen your account? Or you are with him together in. What are you saying that name tattoo was on your account? We share it. Yeah, so you see, you are the one. This is dishonesty. He has access to my account. I know him. Okay, so you're living together. Surah Tawbah, ayat 123, whatever reasons you have given, your tafsir doesn't give that reason, doesn't say it is at the Battle of Badr. Neither was a random verse from come like you are saying. You are cousins, I see. Okay. He is a friend of mine. Okay. A Muslim perspective is saying, no, he is a friend of mine. Name tattoo is saying that you are his cousin. Now you are sorry. This is about being on the topic, seeing what is violent. You are distracting me, and you are saying sometimes name tattoo is used. Okay, from another. So two bullies. You are using your cousin, or is he your friend, to back you up. Come here and back you up. Now, will you come online? I never told him to come. Okay, you didn't tell him to come. He came on his own. So please, one at a time. Yeah, I have some throat problem also. Can you please understand and cooperate? Sorry, a Muslim perspective. The Surah Tawbah ayat, no tafsir says that it came down on Badr, during Badr, the Battle of Badr. No tafsir says that. And your name tattoo is very bully. A bully. Shouting. Now please stick to the topic. And don't scream and shout here at me. Sorry, who's being nosy here? Name tattoo. Surah 19, ayat 83. Allah sends devils to the non-believers to entice them to do evil. Peter, that's a good one. Really? Yeah, I heard that from ex-Muslim Ahmad. I'm not sure if I can take his name, but Peter, they don't want to believe in any this also. They're giving their own, the cousin, a Muslim perspective has now become quite naughty, uh, dodging me on this. Huh? You should know, Baba, what is this? Your cousin or your friend? Which one? Who is lying and who's telling me the truth? I said that you are, I can't talk louder than this. So you're coming? You're coming, right? You're from Africa? Are you? You'll be coming. I'm coming back. Hope to see you. Definitely for you. Coming where? On your, yes, I'm coming live. So have a talk with you. Okay? All right? I don't mind. Okay. Great then. I'll see you.